Amen. I'd like to shake your hand. Everyone's so lovely here. Thank you. Welcome. Thank you. Okay. We have Lecha Dodi on page 138.
Yes, I see it. And I'm going to switch to the more gentle version.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Well, I think. Oh. On page 142, we have Shalom Aleichem and also the extra verses. Okay?
Yes.
Shalom Aleichem, Malakei HaSharet, Malakei Malakei Amlachim HaKadosh Ochem Shalom, Achei HaShalom, Malakei At our Shabbat table, and up, let your spirit, Eileen, whether we Hey, I just saw you looking around, so. Oh, well, Mark, just so you know, Mark knows about all the Xeroxes. He is in the know. You just have to take one look and you say, oh goodness, he's in the know. Please,
Thank you. Wait, my cue.
that's okay. You did. It was the end of the song.
Good Shabbos, everyone.
Good Shabbos.
Welcome to Shabbat services at the Full Beth Emet of Burbank. Services are conducted by Rabbi Janet Bieber with our accompanist Robin Kreisberg. And here are the things that are happening here. Rabbi's Hebrew and Reading and Hebrew Reading and Jewish Literacy class meets on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Save the date, June 28th at 4 p.m. We're going to have a movie night or a cinema night or a shorts night. Short films by our own Vicki Sampson. There is a suggested donation now. I said, and you said 15 on your flyer. So we're gonna do it this way. Members, the suggested donation is $10. Non-members, the suggested donation is $15, but feel free to give more, right? And there's gonna be treats available for purchase that night too. Should be a really great night. So make sure you're here and bring a lot of people, and $15 we suggest blah, 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 blah. Because we continue our special fundraising appeal for the heating system in the sanctuary. You didn't want it today, you will want it in December. And so we need to raise the money to do that. Remember, you can sponsor an Omen Shabbat or a bagel brunch to honor a special occasion in person. We also have a donation box in Plum Hall to help fund the brunch. And if you want to sponsor a brunch that features something other than bagels, go for it. We're easy. We're always wanting to try new things. And remember, of course, to designate Temple Beth Emet at Burbank with your Ralph's rewards card on the community rewards program. We'll get a small donation every time we shop, and it adds up. Let me add. Did I forget anything? Terrific. Let's get back to services.
Okay. So we're coming to page 146 where we have the Baruch Hu. And, oh, I think David's going to open the ark. Is that right? All right. Hey, Rob.
Yes.
On page 148, we read in English, "Blessed are you, Adonai, our God, ruler of the universe, who speaks the evening into being, skillfully opens the gates, thoughtfully alters the time and changes the seasons, and arranges the stars in their heavenly courses according to plan. You are creator of day and night, rolling light away from darkness and darkness from light, transforming day into night and distinguishing one from the other. Adonai Tsevaot is your name. Ever-living God, may you reign continually over us into eternity. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on the evening. Baruch atah Adonai, Amari Varavi. We continue on page 152 with the Shema. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kevod, Malchuto, Leolam Va'ed. And as soon as David closes the ark and we are seated, we'll continue on page 154 with the Ve'ahavta. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha bechol levavecha ubechol nafshecha ובכל מאודיך, והיו הדברים האלה. מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, פעם בשיתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשכבך, ובקומך, וקשרתם לאות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך, ובשעריך. למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם. Adonai Elohechem emet. Well, this is one of the 2 times of the year that I have allergies, and that's what you hear. So sorry about that. Not a whole bunch I can do about it. I just do the best I can. So that's what we all do, isn't it?
Do you need a cough drop?
No, I have my Grethers, which is, that has, what do you call, glycerin,
Oh,
glycerin. No, not alcohol.
oh my goodness.
Although I was surprised. I was just at Whole Foods and a lady gave me an entire cup of a gin drink.
What?
Usually they give you a little teeny, they say, oh, would you like to try it? The one on Ventura in Sherman Oaks.
Okay.
Anyway, I said, oh, you probably shouldn't give me that much. Oh, come on. It's nothing. It's really mixed with a lot of fruit juice, you know. Okay,
It's essentially a fruit.
right. Well, gin is juniper berries, right?
That's true.
And generally, I'm not a gin person, but it was very tasty. All righty.
Is a fruit.
So we are now continuing on page 158, where we have our very lively Mi Chamocha. It's a sort of a Hasidic one. Wouldn't you say it's Hasidic?
It feels it to me.
It is, yeah,
It is. Hasidic.
yeah.
That's hard to say.
Hasidic?
Hasidic.
Yeah,
I got it now.
Hasidic. In other words, Hasidic,
Right, that I get.
but it's like Hasidic, so
Right.
it's Hasidic.
Right.
Yeah.
Hasidic. Got it. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
ונאמר כי פד אדוני את יעקב, וגאלו מיד חזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני. גאל ישראל. Amen. Okay. And we have, let's have a little Yismechu, which is on page 162. Yismechu, those who keep Sabbath by calling it a delight, it's the second paragraph, will rejoice in your realm. The people that hallow Shabbat will delight in your goodness. For being pleased with the seventh day, you hallowed it. That means you made it holy, right? When I was a kid, I thought that meant you made it hollow. As the most precious of days, drawing our attention to the work of creation.
Can you remind me of the?
Sure, absolutely. Dum, dum, da, 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 da.
I got the melody. I just need the page number.
Oh, I'm so sorry. 162.
Okay, thank you.
162, same as Visham, or Visham.
Oh, of course, of course.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Sure.
1 and go.
Mekadesh Shevi Shabbat. Everybody, after I say Shabbat like that, then you like, you're in ecstasy. You say Shabbat. See, I'm giving you notes too. I'm directing, I'm teaching, and I'm singing all at the same time. Shabbat. All right, you're getting there. Okay, where are we? Akulam yisbehu v'yitangu mitovecha Shabbat yisbehu b'maletecha shomre 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 Shabbat Yoreh Oleh Shabbat b'maletecha shomre shomre Shabbat, Yoreh Oleh Shabbat. Chemdat yamim והשביעי רצית בו וקידשתו Shabbat. Everyone? עמדת ימים אותו קראת, זכר למעשה וראשית, שבת Shabbat, Yoreh Oleh Shabbat. And that brings us to the very special moment in our service when we each get a chance to briefly share something that you want the community to know about. Is there anyone who'd like to do that today? Oh, I see Vicky. I see anybody else? Oh, Joanne. Okay, we'll start with you, Vicky.
Okay, well, we went to a very interesting restaurant last week called Stony Point.
Oh, that was so fun.
Player, this old guy was like shaking like this, but he would sit down at the piano and play amazing stuff. And then the second kind of half of the night, people that were there at the restaurant would get up and sing.
Very nice.
Like they do this all the time, so they bring out music for him to play, so Rabbi sang a couple songs and that was fun. She loves.
What was the name of the restaurant?
Called Stony Point in Pasadena.
In
In
Pasadena.
Pasadena.
And their food is fantastic. And they don't charge more for the entertainment. And the food is the very same price as what you've been paying at regular restaurants. It's like $30 a person for a really delicious meal.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, and then sad thing happened. Yesterday, we had Sally down, they speak. My daughter, the kitty, my daughter's kitty, and that was very sad. And now it's like showing Binkies is like, it would be sad or triumphant, that, like, you're honoring, it's like all mixed up feelings with that, but Zelda's very sad, of course. We buried him yesterday in their backyard. Have a little service for him, sort of. But, so it kind of tinges my screening a little bit, but hopefully by then, it'll be like, well, here he is alive and well, and could be, could be forever.
That's right.
But anyway, I just wanted to share that, Amy and Zelda and your thoughts. Yeah.
Joanne?
Okay, this isn't until the end of August, but one of the new exhibits at Super Bowl is called A Palace in Time. And the paintings of Jewish traditions, Shabbat, all kinds of other stuff. And they're having a Shabbat dinner. It says, explore the exhibition of the Palace in Time, take part in an artist conversation with the artists invited, Lisa Edelstein and Robert Russell and Joy Wine, Carla and Light Bites in a relaxed Shabbat inspired gathering, that's Friday, August 28th, at 5:30. I don't know if that's, if we're sort of gonna be doing the Saturday service, but that's Friday night. That's a movie.
No,
No.
August 20.
Right, another month away. So 6 weeks or so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
Good to know.
okay, is there,
one more thing.
oh, Vicky has another thing.
One more thing, it's also our grandson Brady's birthday today.
Nice.
He's 19, so last year, he Brady, but, Don said we call him up and say happy birthday.
Sweet.
And I told him to, I don't know if he's on the Zoom tonight or gonna watch it, but you can tell him.
Happy birthday, Braden. Mwah. We love you, baby. Okay, he doesn't mind if we call him that. He knows he's not a baby. He knows he's just our baby.
That's
Yeah,
right.
he is a wonderful young man, and he is accepted to all 12 colleges that he applied to. Can you imagine? And he chose to go to
Colorado State University at Fort Collins.
Fort Collins, Colorado State University at Fort Collins, and he's studying And
Business. and
business and
And
music.
maybe business of music.
Okay. Yes, he plays percussion, not just drums, but he plays like the timpani with the orchestras and so on.
That's
Yeah,
great.
they've had such great opportunities in their schools in Colorado. It's a marvelous thing. I won't go on and on about it, but my other grandson is a fantastic trumpet player,
Wow.
very talented, and he's had all kinds of opportunities. When I was a child, we had no opportunities right here in LA. I went to University High School, and there were no opportunities whatsoever. I could sing in the choir if I wanted to, but that was all.
Mhm.
It was very disappointing.
That's cool.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, they just weren't on the ball. They really weren't. It was a sad time. There were a lot of teacher strikes. You know, almost an entire like 6 months, we didn't have classes. And my father made us go to school. He drove us there. And so we said, okay, bye, Dad. And went in the school in the front, and then we went out the back
Oh, my God.
and took the bus down to the beach. That's right. You just take the bus, takes you right down there. Spent the day at the Santa Monica Pier. I had all kinds of people I knew down there. Well, but still have. Anyway, I don't want to get off on that tangent, but there's so many things in this world, right? So many. Yeah, my dad he didn't feel it was right for the teachers to be striking, and he was anti-union at the time because he had a small business, and he didn't want his people to become unionized, and therefore he was against all unions. Sorry, Dad. Alav HaShalom. Anyway, I'm gonna go right into our Torah portion. Shelach, send. Shelach et ami, send my people. There are many themes in our parsha this week, and one of the major themes that attracted my attention is faith versus fear. Faith versus fear. The scouts, 12 of the leaders of the tribes, each one from a tribe, they were like princes because they were the leaders, were chosen to surveil the promised land to the purpose of bringing a report back for the people. You recall about the spies, right, everybody? You remember. Only 2 of them, Joshua and Caleb, brought back a favorable report. Only 2 out of the 12. Each person saw the same land, yet each person perceived something different based on their own point of view. 10 spies, with their perceptions weighed down by fear, said that the people would never be able to conquer this land. They described the people living in the land as giants. and perceived themselves like grasshoppers in relation to the enormous residence that they saw. They said that there were walls around the cities, tall, towering walls. They said they were so tall that we would never be able to conquer them. So, and also that they said that the walls were heavily fortified. What is the origin of their fear? The sages suggest many possibilities. Of course, we remember that the sages also had their own subjective point of view, as everybody here does, right? We're human beings. We all have our subjective point of view. I ask you to remember that because even in all of our lives, we have different points of view. I mean, one person, we're all at a restaurant table, right? We all get the ratatouille, let's say. And this one says, oh, that's the best ratatouille I've ever had. And this one says, oh my God, this is just the garbage. Oh my God, I wish I'd have gotten the whatever it was. So, you've been there. I'm sure you've heard that happen. One possibility for their report perspective, and this is really considering their own situation, is that since they were all princes and leaders of their tribes, they might have been nervous that in the new reality, in the new land, they would have to give up their power. They were insecure and frightened of change, like we all can be. Another view is that it was a deep insecurity that many of us have. After all, who told them that, and this is a quote from the text, we are like grasshoppers in their sight? Okay, this was a complete projection based on their own anxiety, and so they saw the new land and everything in it through the eyes of fear. This fear was lodged in nearly the entire group of spies. All of the 10 of them did not have the strength to stand up enough to differ from their peers. So Joshua and Caleb were the only ones who could see the reality of the land and the people living there through the lens of faith and confidence. They possessed inner positivity that colored the foundational view of their surroundings. This came to them through their own closeness to God, the miracles of the desert, and the promise that Moses and God had made to them. How is this strong faith developed? There's the question, right? Because it's hard. Sometimes in life, it all seems so darn overwhelming, and it's very hard to keep a hold of our faith and confidence. Our sages teach us that in addition to each unique inner temperament, the Jewish path leads us naturally to a life of faith. In the sayings of the fathers, which in Hebrew is Pirkei Avot, ever heard that? Sayings of the fathers, we read mitzvah goreret mitzvah. That's a song, but it also means a mitzvah completed brings a person to another mitzvah. So how does this work exactly? When a person fulfills a mitzvah, there can be an accompanying experience of a connection with God. When we perform the mitzvah with consciousness, experiencing it as a commandment from a higher source, this experience and consciousness leads us to perform yet another mitzvah until we become an even stronger vessel of faith with elevated behavior. So that's why it says when you do a mitzvah, you want to do another mitzvah because it feels so darn good, right? The Jewish path also leads us to communal support. There is a group energy and strength that comes from others on the same spiritual path. Even though each member of the community expresses themselves uniquely, our sages teach us in Pirkei Avot, what's that? The sayings of the fathers. To surround ourselves with favorable communities and friendships. And finally, the study of Torah and good deeds reinforces our natural inner inclination that is also referred to as our neshama, our soul that dwells within us. Our neshama is naturally aroused to goodness by the path of holiness. Yeah. Don't you feel good when you do something nice? I know I do. It makes me feel good. So, and you know what? I never say anything I don't mean. That's for sure. We don't manufacture these things. You only want to come from your deepest heart of truth. And that's the way to connect. When you connect with your deepest heart of truth and express that out into the world, then you make the world better in God's eyes and in your eyes and in the eyes of those around you, and it elevates everyone. It's a beautiful thing. So, fortunately, there is in general something in the Parsha that resonates with your unique soul, I hope. Throughout my life, I have been drawn to the complexity and intricacies of human behavior. And I've been compelled to understand why people behave the way they do. To me, it is fulfilling to study the work of those who interpret human behavior. I spent a whole couple of decades of my life reading self-help books, books written by psychologists telling us about this and that and the other. And it helped me. I don't do that anymore, but I did read about, oh, I don't know, maybe 300 or 400 different books of that nature. And it does give you a perspective. So I'm also drawn to the mystery of how two people, and this is the funny part, can see the same picture and interpret it differently. How is it possible for the individual of faith, in this case, to people and follow their own instincts to speak truth in spite of the shouts of the fearful crowd? As we fight for racial and economic justice today, we must decide which path to choose, the path of fear, or will we see with the eye and the heart of faith? Will we project hatred upon others, fearful of giving up power and privilege? Or will we fulfill the Torah mandate to support the estranged, to help our neighbors, and to create the conditions in society where we can thrive, where we can all thrive? Our Torah teaches us lessons that lead us to confront our inner psyches, examine our behaviors, and to find faith, even with our natural fears and doubts. This is our commandment. We follow the path of faith and justice. It's a good path. It brings you peace, and peace is a wonderful foundation for happiness. May we all be strengthened to join together to build a better world. May we be able to enter the promised land of seeing clearly through faith's lens while strengthening each other with every step forward. On this holy Shabbat, and I say this holy Shabbat, it's not any holier than any other one. They're all holy, okay? May we be filled with the spirit of Juneteenth, a holiday that may become one of the most important holidays in our national calendar. May we see ourselves reaching out with kindness, welcoming our Black neighbors, helping where we can to create equality and justice for each and every one of us, created in the image of God. And let us say, Amen. Okay. What's happened?
You said we won.
Okay, he's on it. 371.
Built New York.
We open the ark. Yes, yes, indeed. 371. This is the prayer for healing. Okay, for healing. And before we Okay, who would like to mention any names? Okay, yes, Liz Esperno and Evelyn Clark.
And Missy Bennett.
Missy Bennett, good,
She's recouping from a busted leg.
okay. Amy and Zelda, yes, Robin.
Ruth Tanner,
Oh, Ruth Tanner, is she home?
she might be, I do believe.
I
she
hope
is.
so. I hope so. Oh my God, she's had too much suffering. Okay, Joanne,
Yeah, Jason Barish and Vivian Wallach.
Jason Barish and Vivian Wallace,
Wallach.
Wallach. Jen,
Stuart Zatechny.
Stuart Zatechny. Yes, Eileen. Margaret Rose, yes, yes. I hope you're listening, Margaret. May you feel better. We care for you. We miss you. Yeah, Kathy Kennedy and Colleen Kennedy. Marcia and Herb Lubick. Okay, and I add Batsheva, Bat Moshe Verocholea. Anyone else? And May's brother.
Yeah.
Oh goodness, I wish I remembered his name. But anyway, everybody knows who that is. May's brother. We now are going to say the Mishaberach on page 371. Mishaberach Avoteinu Mikor habracha leimoteinu. May the source of strength who bless the ones before us help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Imotenu Mikol Bracha Leavotenu. Those in need of healing with refuah shalema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. We turn now to page 586, where we have the Aleinu. Second paragraph. Aleinu leshabeach ladon hakol, לתת גדולה ליוצר ראשית, שלא עשינו כגויי הארצות, ולא שמנו כמשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים משתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים הקדוש ברוך הוא, שהוא נוטה שמיים ויוסר ארץ, ומושב יקרו בשמיים ממעל, ושכינתו זו, ושכינתו זו, בגבהם מרומים. הוא אלוהינו, אין עוד, אמת מלכנו, אפס זולתו, ככבתו את תורתו, והשבו אל לבביך. כי אדוני הוא אלוהים בשמיים ממעל, ועל הארץ מתחת אין עוד. אני אמר והיה אדוני למלך על כל הארץ. ביום ההוא יהיה אדוני אחד, שמו שמו אחד. Okay. Yeah, no, never mind that. Okay. I would like us to, okay, we'll go ahead and do the mourner's Kaddish right now. But I want to be sure to mention Francis's cousin, whose name was Sandra Boone, who died yesterday, last night at 7. May her name be for a blessing and may she rest in peace. Very hard to lose a very dear person of that nature. And she was a very special person to you. She was there for you at such important times in your life. Yeah, a dear, dear cousin and friend. That's right. Okay. And we have the art sites for today, and that is Sydney Dash, Maggie Montalbano, Cecilia Feldman. And then we have Honey Sampson, Karen Sund, Sarah Hanley, Shauna Schwartzman, Don Rogers, Terry Lambert, John Elsky, Renee Good, Alex Preddy, Gabe Lopez, Robert Tannenbaum, John Perotti, Nick Sardenia, Steve Maslow, Sean Wiggins, Lindsay Dietrich Davidson, Jim Bennett, Moshe Morris Soller, and Bobby Eckstein. May their names be for a blessing. We have the Mourner's Kaddish on page 598. יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה, בעלמא דברך חירותי וימליך מלכותי. בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי לכל בית ישראל, בעגלה ובזמן קריב ואמרו אמן. יהי שמי רבה מברך לעולם ולעלמי עלמיה, יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתרומם ויתנשא, ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי לקודשה בריחו. לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה, ושבחתה ונחמתה, גם אירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה משמיה וחיים, עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו, הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל ועל כל יושבי תבל, ואמרו amen. Okay. And we have, okay, you can close the ark. Are you aware of, on page 600 and 636, Yedid Nefesh?
I might know it once you start to sing it.
Okay.
I will
Okay.
try.
What page?
It's 636. It's a beautiful song.
Yeah.
You probably have heard it before.
I bet.
It goes, Yedid Nefesh Av Harachaman. Yedid Nefesh Av Harachaman. משוכב לך אל רצונך משוכבך לי אל רצונך ירוץ עבדך כמו אייל ישתחווה לי אל מולדתך. Okay, we're going to sing that again, but I'd like to just point out that it's a very dear song to many Jews because it talks about God as a friend to my soul, a father of mercy. And, you know, many times in our life, we need a friend and we need a father who is watching over us with a merciful gaze. And that's what this is all about. So let's try that once more. I bet you can do it much better now, okay? Those are all the words, the first paragraph. Does everybody see where it is? Yedid nefesh avarachaman, Yedid nefesh avarachaman, Meshochav decha el retzonecha משוכב עבדך, אל צונך. Part B. ירוץ עבדך, כמו אייל, ישתחווה לי אל מולדתך. Okay, and we're going to be bringing that in more. So I just want to give you a few more songs to, what do you call, feather the nest of our knowledge. How's that? And this song is beloved throughout the world. So it's a good one to know. Did you know it, Joanne?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Debbie Friedman?
No, Naomi Shemer. She didn't write it.
I forget, I've got it.
Okay.
Anyway, so my favorite Hebrew songs.
Oh, Chava Alberstein, maybe somebody like that? No. Okay. Okay, good. So we have our final hymn.
Yeah, I was I wanted to see if maybe it was in here. This is the complete Shirenu.
I bet it's in there.
I'm sure that it is. I'm
It's
just
gotta
not
be.
finding it.
It's gotta be.
Um,
Okay,
but I'll look for
and
it so that I
forgive me for
No,
but that is a testimony to you that you
Well,
could come in with that. Very
I
good.
didn't do it. What?
She's very humble.
Yeah, it should be in here.
What's that?
It's
What?
either there or it's
Oh,
Nancy Linder.
Nancy Linder.
Linder?
Linder. Oh, I have.
Okay,
I'll look for it.
okay. I'm not familiar with her. Okay, so are we going to have our Ose Shalom?
Yes. I'm just gonna write down Nancy. Okay. You did. I think I've always wanted to learn this. Okay, thank you for waiting. Sorry about
Sure.
that. Okay,
Okay.
so this is, what's our last song?
Ose Shalom?
Oh, yes, okay. 1, 2, 3.
Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, Yaseh Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, Shalom aleinu, ve'amo Yisrael. Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, Shalom aleinu, Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, Shalom aleinu, Yaseh shalom, Yaseh shalom, Shalom aleinu, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom.